Hi, I'm John Gonzalez.
And I'm Amy Sherman.
Winter is here, and we're bundling up for Michigan's best day in Gaylord.
During the summer months, vacationers battle the northbound traffic to enjoy weekends on the lake, around the campfire, and on the links. But when the autumn leaves fall, the snow starts to pile up and Gaylord becomes a wintry alpine village.
Today we'll be visiting our favorite places that make this city a perfect central base for a winter escape.
What better way to start your day than get an up-close look at how they keep the slopes coated in corduroy all season long. Throughout the winter months, Treetops Resort offers sunrise tours on this. What is it that you like best about driving a snowcat here at Treetops?
Just very cool, unique experience driving just a $300,000 machine. And
It's no big deal.
It's like driving a military tank in a way. We use our blade quite a bit on the groomer to try to really level the ground in front of us very, very particularly. So that way the blade is level, the snow is level underneath the blade, the tracks will help chew it up a little bit, and then the tiller can get a nice even finish.
At what temperature can you start to make snow?
28 degrees is the most ideal temperature, but you got to also watch the humidity. There's a lot of science and a lot of strategy behind snowmaking in general.
It's a science and an art.
An art, yes.
That is such a cool way to start your day.
Well, before we hit the slopes, head to town to get a few steps in and meet some of our friends who love to take a walk on the wild side. This corner of the Lower Peninsula is surrounded by thousands of acres of national forest, so you don't have to go too far to escape to nature. Right in town you'll find Astron Park, home to meandering trails through a scenic forest. How you doing, brother?
Gaylord. So we're right in the center of the entire trail system.
It goes all the way around, right?
Yeah, we have several miles of trails both for skiing and biking and hiking.
The 2-mile-long paved path at the center of the park is a great way to warm up your legs on a chilly morning. Throughout winter, it's groomed into one of the best beginner cross-country treks you'll find in the state. If you're here after one of the frequent winter storms, head to White Birch Outfitters. The Main Street shop rents out snowshoes and trekking poles to help you take on the drifting snow. A couple hours of fresh winter air and the serenity of these woods might be the cure to your cabin fever. One of the most popular corners of the park is this striking tunnel of red pines. But the northern border of the park is where you'll find Gaylord's majestic four-legged residents. What started as 3 displaced elk found in the closure of a local nature center in the mid-1990s is now home to a healthy herd of dozens. City employee Ed Thal keeps an eye on the animals year-round.
I always say if they're inside the fence, they're mine. If they're outside the fence, they belong to the DNR.
I'm a little nervous about this, but okay. They don't eat meat, right?
No.
Okay. Why are elk indigenous to Gaylord? Why are they here?
Well, actually the DNR reinstated them back in 1900 because they were extinct in Michigan, and they established them out in the Pigeon River country,
Right,
which is just northeast of us. Inside here we have 38 of them.
You're open
year-round.
365 days a year.
Yep, right by the Elks Club, which is the only Elks Club in the United States that have elk in their backyard.
Yeah.
They can stop, park there and see them, or they can come inside our facility.
And you can sit in your car and just watch them.
Yep.
There's a bull making its way over right now. Hold on. This is better. Yeah. Stay over there. Guys, look at him. He looks like, now he's paying attention to me. Is this a good idea?
Yeah.
Ed?
You gotta,
oh, crap. One move.
you gotta kick up some
One
dirt.
move. There's more movement going on. There's movement. After watching the elk get their lunch, head around the corner to get a snack of your own and a pint to wash it down.
Angelina and Nate Mullenberg opened Snowbell Brewing in the summer of 2016. Located in the center of Gaylord's Alpine-themed downtown, it's a great spot to grab a bite, order a flight, and chat up the locals.
He wanted to brew beer, he had the passion for it. He's always trying to come up with new flavors, and it's a family history with him. It was something that his dad had instilled with him.
Would you consider yourself a small, medium, large brewery?
I'd say we're small. To those guys with, the 80-barrel fermenters, this is a homebrew kit.
So what was the transition like from going from a home brewer to a 5-barrel system?
I just dove right in. I never brewed anywhere else. I never brewed another system. Everything is the same, whether you're doing 5 gallons or 5,000 gallons, it's the same process. We want to stay a nice, small, niche brewery in the heart of Gaylord and be a destination spot.
It's bringing people together, whether it's just sitting down for a pint of beer and having a good conversation, or meeting somebody new, or talking about other breweries. People are very friendly. Our staff does a great job. We have good food. On Friday nights we have music. It's a great little place to come check out and try our beer.
Well, they've got some great food in addition to awesome beers at Snowbell.
This brisket sandwich looks incredible. It's been dipped in sriracha and Dr. Pepper au jus.
I've got this whacked out mac and cheese tot waffle. I know, because I need to carb up for all the activities we're going to be doing in Gaylord. Don, when you're thinking about spending a perfect winter's day in Gaylord, what are you imagining?
I'm imagining a book, a warm fire, and hot cocoa.
Well, I can't promise you the first two, and I know just where to get the perfect cup of hot cocoa. Caramel apples, fudge, chocolate-drenched treats, and yes, piping hot cups of cocoa await you at the Alpine Chocolate House. Bruce Brown is der Chocolate Meister, the man behind this sweet shop with 4 locations across Michigan. All those mouth-watering morsels are made at his production facility right here in Gaylord. Bruce, you've been in the chocolate business for a long time. You guys have been open since 1985. So you had no experience in chocolate at all?
None whatsoever. Candy's really pretty much sugar, corn syrup, butter, water. You mix them up, you can come up with different results. A lot of these recipes are my own recipes.
I'm sure they are. What were some of the first chocolate items you started
Actually,
making?
our chocolate-covered potato chips.
What sets them apart? What makes them so special?
Well, the chips we use is a ruffle chip. The chocolate's a little sweeter than other chocolates, but the blend of the salt and then the sweetness of the chocolate gives that nice, what I call perfect combination with the chip.
Oh my God, they're so delicious.
#1 seller. We make a very good caramel. It's nice and soft. We do a ghost pepper caramel corn. Mild, hot, and extreme.
Extreme.
Extreme, and extreme is extreme. We make our own hot chocolate. We use actual chocolate. We mix it up with milk. It is a gourmet hot chocolate.
After you had your fill of chocolate, it's time to spend the afternoon making the most of this Michigan winter wonderland. And you've come to the right place.
While the flat urban areas of southern Michigan are enduring the drudgery of winter, the hills here in Gaylord are snow globes of fun. And the fun isn't just on the slopes. Gather your friends and take a winter rafting trip down the Sturgeon River. Break a sweat at Four Bush Corner, Michigan's premier cross-country skiing destination. And fill your need for speed on the 500-mile snowmobile trail system intersecting the city.
Gaylord is so central to winter in the state that the National Weather Service merged its regional offices here in 1995.
We're at one of the highest points in northern lower Michigan, so we get a good look at all of northern lower, eastern upper Michigan and the coastline.
So that ball up here means something?
So that's our Doppler, the big green soccer ball, as people say.
The big green soccer ball, it's your Doppler. You hear the term snow belt when you talk about Gaylord. How much snow do we get?
Gaylord, we average like 150, 160 inches a year. We can get it from multiple directions. The UP is narrow enough that the moisture feed coming off of Lake Michigan can actually be enhanced by the moisture feed coming off of Lake Superior.
And all that snow is why Gaylord is home to 2 of the state's top ski resorts.
Here at Otsego Resort, this formerly private club dating back to 1939 recently opened its doors to the public. The resort, which was the first to bring the spirit of the Alps to Gaylord, boasts 30 ski trails and 5 lifts mazing through 136 acres. A few miles east of downtown, you'll find Treetops Resort. What started as a humble hill in the 1980s was turned into a ski and golf mecca by auto parts mogul Harry Melling. Today it's home to 80 acres of fun with 23 downhill ski runs and 7 ski lifts.
When the sun sets, the lights come on for disco tubing. Race your friends down 3 separate tracks. It's fun for all ages.
After you've had your thrills on the hill. It's time for dinner.
And Alpine Tavern is one of the best places in town to refuel for tomorrow.
The spacious pub, right on the snowmobile trail, is a popular destination for larger groups or for grabbing a seat at the bar to watch the game. The kitchen serves a variety of traditional American fare. But you've got to start your meal with the Brick o' Fries. It's an enormous pile of French fries dripping with melted cheddar cheese, bacon, and chives. Then spice up some panko-crusted chicken tenders with an array of sauces and dig into the teriyaki tenderloin tips. After finishing up a great meal, including that wild Brick of Fries, you want to cozy up with some friends and maybe a drink in the Alpine Igloo Village. 2 heated igloos and a fire pit will keep you cozy with friends as you toast to winter. We had a great time sharing with you why winter is the perfect time to visit this part of the state.
Even if you're not a gold medalist on the slopes.
From an abundance of snow to activities for every age and delicious dining destinations, that's what makes this a Michigan's best day in Gaylord.
We'll see you on our next adventure.
Maybe on the slopes.
This episode of Michigan's Best Day was brought to you by the Gaylord Area Tourism Bureau, who welcomes visitors to experience 4 seasons of all outdoors fun.